Um, so submissive. I think it goes back to the definition of submissive, though. We have to go back to the definitions, just like cheating. What's cheating? Even in a monogamous relationship, different people classify different things as cheating. And then the cheating changes from relationship to relationship. When you're 15, there's a different type of cheating than when you're like 40. You know what I mean?
What's the difference?
Well, I don't know. I was just watching this show actually, and the woman in the show, the wife. Okay, so there was this. They had a guy, mistress, and then the wife, and she was all like, "You're never gonna leave her." She just came out that she was pregnant, and so the wife comes back and tells the mistress. The guy has a heart attack while him and the mistress are having sex. The wife comes back.
Is this a movie?
No, it's a series. I was just telling you about it.
That's what
it's
I'm saying.
Fabulous. And so it was called. Should I tell you what it's called or no? Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the mistress, the wife tells the mistress, she's like, "Are you okay?" And she was like, "No, I'm fine." And she's like, "No, are you okay? I have vacations and I have cars and I have a $40 million life insurance policy. All you have is him. So like, are you okay?"
Ouch.
She's like, I mean, it's fine. And so it's just like, she knew the whole time, and here's this woman like freaking out about it, but she actually does love the guy. They work together, the whole story classic. And it's like, what does classify as cheating and what's okay in different relationships? I mean, with $40 million on the mind, you're gonna divorce him? Do you care? Go ahead.
But see, that's
One
the thing.
less chore.
They're taught if he does have $40 million and you divorce him, you can get half.
Well,
That's why I feel like a lot of women will push for divorce. They're kind of told to do that, and then lawyers sink their teeth in. You talk to a lawyer, they're gonna tell you because they have a vested interest in it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you know what? I can get you $40 million and just know my cut gonna be about $4 or $5 million. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So.
After 3 divorces, I'll say divorce is the worst thing ever. Like, you should, by law, by religion, by everything, like, I wouldn't wish it upon my worst enemy just because it's to me, it's the devil. It's like you're trying to separate two people that came together and said, we're going to do this for the rest of our life. That's why I believe that you're single until you're married. Mistress, side chick, these are all, even in different languages, there's not a word for them. Baby mama, there's not a word for baby mama. It's only in English that we made
it's
that.
It's the kids that have a word.
Yeah.
Bastard.
No. Ooh, ouch. That's deep. That hurt.
I mean,
that's true. It's true. It's true.
Well, no. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Ouch.
Yeah.
You're gonna hurt feelings with that one.
I was just thinking of Game of Thrones and shit.
No, yeah, that's absolutely the truth.
But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, that's
basically a baby out of wedlock.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Well, that's
I'm a bastard.
The reason that they did that back in the day, though, was purely for inheritance purposes. Because if you're married, it goes to these kids, and if not, then maybe that'll give you something. But otherwise, you got to go make a way for it. Yeah. So that's the whole thing about the poly aspect of it too. It's like, what is the point of marriage? It's like, well, like Fatima said, like when you're in the hospital or things like this happen, like very important. When people die, very important.
Who's the last person that has access to your well-being? Who's the person that can say, you know what? Pull a plug.
Yeah.
Just let them go. You
Can't testify against your spouse.
Yep. Yeah. So all the bodies and all that. It's for real. It's very, very beneficial for the right reasons, and a lot of people don't get that because it's not something that's actually taught. You know what I mean? It's not taught. It's not talked about. But I don't want to stray too far because I want to ask you if you feel like divorce was the worst thing, why do it 3 times?
That's a great question. Majority of the time, I think if I was young, but if I had the right people.
You were young, but you were ready.
But
see what I did there?
I think if I had like my partner tell me,
you crazy.
If I had 1 ounce of hope in it, like to stay, I would have stayed.
What? So I know
which marriage?
In all of them. Yeah. Because you're 2 people that are fighting, and they're like, you know what? Fine. It's egos fighting each other. And you're just like, fine, I'm going to leave you too. And it's like, if one person just was softer,
maybe submitted?
Yeah. That part right there.
Right.
But I think in a successful marriage, both partners have to submit. Because the thing is, if she's giving her opinion.
And submit. Those out of.
So why do you want to leave? Yeah, why do you want to leave me?
Out of those 3, which one do you think you would have done over if you had the opportunity?
That's a great question, actually.
You never think about it?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. And I say that because she's known me for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
She's known all 3 of my husbands.
Mm-hmm.
And the reasons I got married. And they were all very different.
Mm-hmm.
And even though the second was my love marriage, I have a child with that one, I'm okay with that divorce.
Yeah.
But this last one, I didn't know this man for the life of me. Okay, I don't know anything about him, but I wish I kind of stuck it out a little bit longer. And it was a 4-year marriage, but I feel like there was a lot of communication that we just didn't really try on. I could have tried harder, and I think he could have tried harder. But it was just like, hey, at this point, I'm kind of used to like the divorce part.
Yeah, you're like, oh,
yeah, it's like, yeah. And I think if I stuck it out a little bit harder, this one is the one I would say regret a little bit.
Who initiated
the marriage?
The divorce.
I did. I filed for it and I went forward with it.
And now you.
All of them?
No, just this one. This one, just this one.
So they filed for divorce, the first two?
The first one, it was mutual, and
It's never mutual. It's never mutual. Who said, you know what?
We should do it?
I'm going to file for divorce.
Yeah.
I think it was him.
You think?
It was him. It was him. It was him.
Yeah.
It was him.
Yeah,
she wasn't happy anyway.
I wasn't happy either way. So I was like, cool. Yeah.
And what was the reason for the last one that you say you wish you would have stuck it out?
I stuck it out. Why I decided to go with divorce?
No. Why you say now? I wish I would have stuck it out.
Because I feel like all of the steps that it takes to get a divorce, like talking it out, going through the living separate, all of this. I just went straight for, hey, I've been this route before. I know where to go with this. Unfortunately, the lawyer's office is a familiar ground for me than sticking this one out. So it was just like, cool, let's just go this way.
Did he want to work it out? I'm sorry.
He did not want a divorce.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
He didn't want it. It was actually a really ugly process because I had to find him and then kind of manipulate him into, we sat at the restaurant.
Damn,
and I you know when you were like waiting for the processor to serve the papers that he's stuck
sorry,
in traffic?
We don't.
You don't.
We don't know.
Telling the story.
Language, right? You know what I'm
You're
saying?
waiting for the processor to like serve the papers, right? So you have to coordinate all three of you together at one time. He's a pilot, you know, I'm a flight attendant, and then there's the processor. So we're just like, okay, we finally got the time. Like, I thought he was just gonna meet the restaurant. He's like, I'm running 40 minutes behind. So I'm like, oh God, I have to have lunch with him now, you know? So now you're trying to order really light, like, I'll just have their French fries, you know? Because like, I don't want to, you know, like, this is it. So now the processor comes in and you're just like listening to this man and you're like, okay. Now I'm finally like, okay, I'm gonna excuse myself and go to the bathroom. And so I go to the bathroom and then you meet the processor, and that's actually the first time you're meeting this person that's about to initiate like the biggest event of your life. And he's just like, hey, you can leave now. I was like, okay. He's like, go to your car. Just walk off to my car. And as I'm leaving the restaurant, I text him, I'm so sorry. And I walked out, and that was the last time I ever talked to him.
Shit.
Yeah. It's really...
Bro, that is insane work.
Yeah. So I wish I would have talked it out a little bit more.
So now you're looking for love, right?
That part.
What makes you not a red flag for a man that wants to get married?
Hey, you know what? That's a great question. But
great question.
That's terrifying what you did to them.
Jesus Christ.
Like, for real, that's terrifying to me. I'm like, did he know it was? Did he have a clue?
He knew for a good long year that it was coming.
Okay.
I'm a very honest person, and most women, even if they won't bluntly say it, you'll see all the signs. You know, you'll see every sign possible.
What's one?
What's one sign?
Yeah.
No sex.
No, oh yeah, duh.
No sex is the first sign.
No sex, and you're gonna have to get the fuck out soon anyway.
Yeah.
How long you think we gonna do this?
No. Yeah, that's physical.
So I mean, if you want to answer, how long was you not giving him sex?
Over a year. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we've been divorced.
We've been. Thank you.
We were divorced.
We're
6 weeks in. Now, right?
Is that your? So if you're not having sex with your significant other, what's the time period before you start knowing something's a red flag?
I mean, you start to notice something with a week or two.
Okay, so it's just like, oh no, I'm on my period. Oh no, I'm tired.
We know, I know, come on, man. Men, y'all think men don't know shit? We know when it's that time of the month. Okay. I know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I just, I act like I don't know, but I know.
Okay.
I don't want to hear none of that shit. Like, what do you mean?
Which, you was just like, Well, what you mean? You on again?
I mean,
come on now.
So one of the questions I was asked on that show was, how long was the longest you've gone without sex?
Right.
So how long until you guys know it's like something's up?
I just
something's up.
I just said it's gotta be.
You got 2 weeks.
Right.
For real.
2 weeks.
3. No, you got
2 weeks.
10 days. I'm like, fuck is going on? You feel me? You ain't even got a full 2 weeks.
Don't get me wrong. It's been like it has some. I think if I could think back, it has been like 2 weeks before that. But I ain't think nothing because I could be tired.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But but I ain't think nothing like she was doing something or
didn't want it.
Yeah. Or she, you know what I'm saying, she wanted a divorce or something. Hell nah. Because I know if I do.
She gonna go to the bathroom and never come
back.
It's on. You know what I'm saying?
She
ghosted him, dog. She was like, I'm going to the bathroom.
Hey, she cold-hearted, yo.
No, not at all.
That's a good question he asked you. He asked you a great question. Like, what, like, that red flag shit, like.
Yeah. What's a red flag?
No.
Why would I? Okay, so.
Yeah, you looking for love, and why would I want to get into something?
You're right.
Man?
I'm not for everybody, and I always say that I'm not for everybody. Not everybody is for everybody, and there's always somebody out there, though. There's always somebody out there.
But what I'm saying is, what makes you think that they wouldn't be afraid? You know what I'm saying?
I'm afraid too. I'm afraid too, though. That's what you gotta understand.
She gonna leave another one of you.
You know what? I don't want to leave. Right. Don't make me want to leave.
Damn.
So you fall in love quick?
When you know, you know.
But you don't know.
Listen, I always say it's easy to get somebody. It's hard to keep them. It's hard to keep them. In this day and age, it's very easy to get somebody, but to keep them, you really have to, and that's really what marriage is. Isn't that what commitment is? It's like, hey, through sickness and health, she does do us part. That part.
Hey, actually, the best friend, like, you've been through it all with her.
Yeah, I've been through it all with her.
So, you being the best friend, do you just sit back and be like, oh, well?
No, not at all. I still don't even beat on my ass.
So tell us.
What kind of best friend would you say?
On my
She's
ass.
like, no, it's going to be great, the last one. I was like,
because
no.
She's on my ass about shit. Like
Same though, because and we travel, so sometimes it'd be months and we don't.
But she definitely is like, because that's what I like about her is she has values, and she has the same values I do. And she has the values that my mother and father want to instill in me. Now, I know I'm not the best person, but I do tell her, honestly, everything. Like, hey, I was married, but I had this other dude over here, and da-da-da.
With the context of it, a lot of people have histories.
Yeah.
A lot of people have things that they've learned from, too. Like, this last one,
I learned.
He was younger, too, though, so that's
a lot younger.
He was a lot younger, so that's the whole reason where it's just
and that's the one you left at the...
Yes, I did. Well,
left the young man.
Yeah.
But like also like anyways.
What was he eating? What was he eating? The Caesar salad? Waiting on you?
No, he did order something very specific. It was a hamburger, a cheeseburger with fries. I remember that. He
probably would eat a cheeseburger.
He was eating. He was 10 years younger than me.
Okay.
Yeah, he's 10 years younger than me.
Boy, hey,
and
she done messed it up for all of it.
Correct me if I'm wrong or remind me. You went for the divorce on this.
I did.
Right?
Yes.
Shit. Why?
I wanted to do the right thing. Meaning, like, I didn't want to be able to, if I'm married to you, I shouldn't be able to fall in love with somebody else. I shouldn't be able to, you know what I mean? Like, no one should take my attention, my time, and this shouldn't feel like an anchor. Not only that, if we go back to the word marriage, that word is so heavy. Meaning, like, now that I'm older, my parents are older. So if something, when it comes to inheritance and it comes to all these legal things that come with marriage, I have to consult my partner. And if I'm not one-on-one with you, thank you. This is my other half. If you're not one with me, that scares me a lot. If I have to, divide the assets within my sisters and this, I need you to be on the same page as me and not question that or whatever that is. And
so wait.
Need to trust you implicitly.
But are you assuming these would have been issues, or was this an issue prior to?
No, it was a fear.
Right. Sounds like an assumption.
It's a fear. Wow. Yeah.
Was it an assumption that was ever discussed with either of them?
No.
Come on. So see, women, I'm gonna tell y'all have to stop
operating through fear
and making up these scenarios in your head on how something could go bad. Y'all catastrophize. I hate when I do that. Catastrophize. Yes. A lot. You know what I'm saying, y'all? And like you made up a whole scenario in your head that this man was not gonna have your back, right? In the event that you had to divide your parents' assets. Like, you hear that overthinking? You had a whole scenario.
There's a book, though, called The Gift of Fear. And the thing is that women's intuition is discredited all the time. No, it's not. No, trust me. They say that our decision-making capacities, we went to an all-girls private school. We know all the statistics about girls and boys. So, like, you know what I mean? How amazing that we are, okay? And so the thing is about the like, even going to the equality aspect of it, like, it's different in every context. You know what I'm saying? Like, the submission. Like, if I can't cooperate with you on planning a flight, how am I going to deal with you when my parents die because you're not doing very well? I was in Greece this year for 4 months because my brother died suddenly. You know what I'm saying? And so at 41, as a matter of fact. And so it's very young, very unexpected. Sorry. Thank you. And he had 9 lives, like this guy, for sure. So it was like very unexpected. And it's like I was there for 4 months. My ticket was for 6 weeks, and it turned into 4 months. And it's like, my partner, you got to be okay with that. You got to roll with it. Not to say we're not going to disagree about it. Not to say that there's not going to things that come up. But like, what happens when real stuff actually happens? Like, you can't. I mean, we go to Disneyland and you can't cooperate. Like, what's going on?
So, question with that being said, I keep hearing y'all say this word partner. That's probably the first mistake. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to when you have a husband, or you know, even if it's a boyfriend, you're supposed to look to him to lead anyway. I don't want to sound insensitive, but your brother, he unexpectedly passed, right? You're going to be out there for 6 weeks.
It's complicated.
That's what I was going to say. In what aspect, when it turns to 4 months, is he supposed to just be okay with that? You know.
Well, let me ask you this: when do you get a ticket and come and see? You know what I mean? If that's even a thing, right? So like, it all just depends too. What's the communication about it? Because here's the thing for me: I'm international. So like, if you can't international with me, then like you can't with me. Yeah. You know. So like, that's the whole thing too. Is it's like this is very much a part of it. Like, I lived there for a year before. Like, you can come through if we're on that level. You know what I mean? But it's also too like
he has to get on your program.
Well, no. It's a mutual thing, and it's an understanding, because when I need to be on your program, I'm on your program. I'm on your program. I'm your number one teen. I'm your videographer. I'm your accountant. I'm the admin. I'm picking up the thing. I'm doing guest relations. I'm penning thank you bags. Oh no, honey. I'm making dinner, and we having sex later. Oh no, honey. Like, when it's on, right? So the thing is about what am I submitting to, and what are you not listening to? Because I'm catastrophizing this. I've seen it happen. I've seen things before. We've experienced things, and we have. You're right. Sometimes we do get a little panic stricken, and that's like when you have to have the good communication. Is she tweaking out today because it's the time of the month, or like does she really have a feeling? You know, because they sometimes seem the same and they're not, right? So it's like with people, it's like, what is submission? Like, if you respect me and I'm your quote unquote Michelle Obama, like, you better respect me, because like I hold weight too. You know what I mean? I'm not just a Barbie doll.
However, yes, I agree. However, again, we have to make sure that you're not. A lot of what you said sounds like he needs to be on your program.
No.
Again, right? There's certain things that we expect. We're saying why he didn't come out there. First, it went,
These
6
are hypotheticals.
Weeks. Right. Okay, it went 6 weeks to 4 months. Yeah. That's. Yeah. I don't care how long. Hold on, look. Sorry. I don't care how long y'all been together. That's gonna be tough to deal with regardless. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So being able to like kind of step back and be like, oh, why you ain't, instead of saying, why you ain't come see me? Try and look at it from the other side. It's harder for somebody that's working every day. If he got anything going on, he can't just hop up and be like, oh, I'm gonna go out here for 2 months or a month, or even, because
we were raised, I don't know, I was raised differently. So like, you know what I mean? Like, if you run in a 9 to 5 and you can't escape, like, I'm not saying you have to run with my program, but I'm also saying that my program has certain things that I necessarily can't change, right? So because I grew up in both places, I've been there for a year and done a long distance thing multiple times, from a teenager and even into adulthood. So it's like, and not only that, but we were raised under the influence too, where aunties and uncles and parents come and go and they stay for months. It's not always healthy, but with phones, it's when you have FaceTime, things are different. Because what are you doing on YouPorn anyways?
How many days I say? You got 10 days. Yeah. 10 days, 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? We're going crazy. So that phone ain't going to do that much. Yeah, sure. That's what I'm saying. That's part of it.
I'll say this much. I wish I had a man like that. I wish I had a man like, get your ass back home. Come on. So,
like, I know that's cool enough. Out there. Yeah, I know. But like, I know you have some stuff.
Because if I'm going off of the program, something's wrong with me.
Yep.
And I need you to bring me back.
How do you feel about that? Like if you had a, well, I mean, that's true, right? You was with somebody and you was.
It was a complicated situation, so it wasn't steady anyways. Do you know what I'm saying? So at that point it was already like this, and it's like, look, I've got something else I have to do.
If he was like, yo,
there was a couple of those.
Right, to be.
I hung up the phone and
like
then
you said, not to sound insensitive.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
But we weren't officially together.
No, wait, hold on.
I'm
you said
on paper.
It happened, and what happened?
Pardon?
You did what?
I hung up the phone and then pick up for a couple weeks.
And that would have been
the end of it.
The last
conversation.
But
there was the beginning.
Like
and
straight
also,
up.
Like every situation though, it's like this. Every situation is contextual. Just like with her, is she a red flag? If you know the stories. I mean, look at Audrey Hepburn. Look at like back in the day, these women would get married 4 or 5 times. Were they red flags? Not necessarily.
Yes. Absolutely.
Were they?
Yes.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
So you think like
Elizabeth Taylor, all that.
J-Lo.
Listen. Well, here's my thing. You have to remember that marriage is supposed to be forever, for one. Right?
Sure.
Just have a boyfriend if you're not going
to marry.
If you're not ready, you're not ready to really commit, don't get married.
What's worse, a woman that's had several baby daddies or a woman that's had several husbands?
Baby daddies.
I mean,
okay, that's what I'm saying. So,
hey, I mean, y'all swimming in the same pool.
Look, that's what I'm saying.
Now with no Pampers.
I'm like, yo, it ain't that far off. But
is it though? Because if a woman is married, that means there's a potential.
To say what you say. Well, damn, I can't say what he say because it's right there with each other.
You're swimming in the same pool.
Because
and you have it'd be different if a woman is married and loses a husband. You Avenger collecting rings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mama.
Like you got 3 of them, like Infinity Stones. So it's like it's a bit different. You know what I'm saying? You Steph Curry with it. You got 3 of them, right? But you know what I'm saying? So it's
all
like
of my husbands have moved on and they have wives, they have families.
They didn't have a choice. You left them.
Yeah, I know. But I'm happy too, though.
No, you're not.
You don't know that. You don't know that. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm absolutely happy.
I'm happy
because when I see
hopeless romantic.
Hopeless
romantic. Yeah, because
you're looking for love.
Absolutely. I know I'm gonna find him. He's out there.
I know, yeah. There's somebody for everybody.
Absolutely.
I just believe that.
I think.
But when I see if I was to step in the shoes of their wives now, I would not have been happy. I would not. I don't know how to, because those women were submissive enough to make them happy, and I knew I wasn't. I just didn't know at the time, And so now I'm happy for them, but I'm happy here where I'm at too, and I also know there's somebody for me, and that's what keeps me happy and hopeful.
There's somebody for you.
I wake up every day knowing he's out there.
Oh my God.
If you out there, just know.
Oh my God.
If y'all go out to eat, she long gone at that bathroom, bruh. It might be a adjuster. What'd you say?
Processor.
Processor.
Yeah, he's coming
to have a conversation with you.
Don't you run from me.
That is
so
insane.
We'll send that processor.
That is insane.
How did they make it that far?
That's
be
what I'm
clear.
Saying. There were levels.
So many.
There were levels.
There were levels.
There are levels to my toxicity, friend. You know it.
Well, let's be clear too. Can we say this too?
You both sound a little toxic, lady.
No, she's actually pretty chill.
Yeah,
I'm so you hang up on your man because you went to Greece for 10 months. You know what I'm saying? You hang up on him because he's like, when you coming back? Never. Damn, like come on, man.
I don't see a ring on her finger.
I want to play.
And that's probably a reason why, because she gonna hang her phone up on him when he try and put his foot down.
No. The thing is, how long have I been on the phone until I hang it up, though, is the question. How long, you know what I'm saying?
That's the only way he can talk to you. It ain't like he can come over and see you.
I am a poetess, okay, and spoken word, and he's a lyricist, and people are very communicative. You send me a nice little letter. You know what I mean? We're great pen pals. Like, we appreciate a good letter. If you could use some correct punctuation and all that, too.
You need a man that's going to tell you, hey, you need to bring your ass home.
I appreciate that, but again, this was very extenuating circumstances, and there was just, you know what I mean? And not only that, but the other person has buddy passes, so it's not a question of, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe you have to work.
No, again, it's complexities. It's complexities and it's layers, because even with, like, Fatima, for example, aren't you a red flag? Well, maybe, but it depends on what culture you're from. Like, from the first one, that was more like a setup from her parents.
Yeah, I'm a red flag to my culture.
No, I'm saying, anybody, you've been divorced 3 times, right? And that last story, how you,
that's a little rough.
That's a little rough. when you told somebody that, they're gonna be a little nervous.
Sure.
Fortunately, the facts of our family saw it already, so.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They did.
That makes me want to ask you guys, who are better communicators, men or women?
Men, 1,000%. I stand by that. Men are better communicators because they're so simple. They're very black and white. There's no trying to complex way. They don't. When they say something, they mean it. You know exactly what they're saying. If not, they speak with nonverbal communication. It's extremely clear what's going on. There's nothing more to it, so it's easy to understand. I feel bad for you guys.
Well, on the other hand, don't talk.
What about you?
I agree that men are more concise, but I don't know. I think that I'm so bad lawyer, right? It just depends on the situation. I think that men are more direct to a certain degree about what they want. Because here's the thing, as a woman, I get asked a lot, what do I want? Well, it depends on you.
See, yeah.
It depends on you.
No, it doesn't.
If am I at Taco Bell, Burger King? Am I at Gibson's? Where am I?
What does that have to do with it?
Well, what mood am I in? Do I want sushi? Do I want steak? Like, what are you
That's
starting
the
with?
question.
You asked the woman.
He asked, what do you want?
But you should
I don't know.
The situation.
Here's the
what I'm
thing.
saying,
This is why too, because sometimes when they tell you this, like one of the classes I had in school and stuff was like domestic violence and stalking related, and so the thing is
that's the shit. Hold on. That's the shit they teach in all girls schools, right?
No, this was in college.
Oh, I was gonna say, listen.
It's a public university.
This is how you get.
That was at UIC. No, so the thing about it is that sometimes you tell somebody what you want, and then they try so hard, not necessarily like in a bad way, but sometimes just because you want to impress them, you like them in a very innocent way, and then maybe in another way you're trying to be somebody else. So it's just like, what are you looking for? Do you want to get married?
No, dating shit.
We're not even talking about that.
Every human being wants love, and they want the ultimate.
Athena, we're not talking about that.
What's that?
What you want to eat?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
What you want?
I don't know.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Every day.
What do you want to eat?
That's every day.
How much money you have? How much time we have? There's so many things that we have to think about.
But why you can't just say what you want to eat?
You just
don't worry about overthinking. Overthinking. Just say I want this. All right, now it's on me to figure out where to get it from.
Yeah.
But what do you want?
Look.
You know what I'm saying?
Look. And we're driving, right? What you want to eat? You know what we're talking about. Like, you know we're not talking about no fucking Gibson. Okay. We're just in a car. But if I let's say I call you or text you in the beginning of the day, hey, you want to go out tonight? What you want to? Where you want to go? Mm-hmm. So where you want to go and what you want to eat is two different things.
Yes.
Where you want to go? That's sounding like Gibson's or Ruth Chris or something like that. But like, what you want to eat is.
In this plaza.
Chick-fil-A.
It's the
Taco Bell.
Women maybe the next
tend to overthink.
Yeah, we overthink.
Overthink. Stop trying to worry about what you think I want you to say. And just say what you want to say.
But that's why you have the word partner, because if I sit here and say
partner.
Yeah, I'm using the word partner because you guys speak so simply. And we think so complex.
Yes.
So you're my partner because just make a decision for me.
That's not a partner. That's a leader.
Okay.
Right? Didn't you want to be a leader?
But wait. So you want me to tell you what you want to eat?
Yes.
You want me to tell you what you want to eat? I'm asking you a question.
I heard a man do a really good trick. He was like, you know, you want to go to that one spot you were talking about this whole time? Remember that spot you were talking about? He doesn't know. And I'm just like, oh, you mean Cheesecake Factory? Is that? Yeah, that's the one. Okay, yeah, no, not that one. Now you see how you've initiated this conversation better for my weird.
We have to manipulate them to get what they want to eat.
Lie to me a little bit, you know?
Lie to me a
little bit.
Wow, that's toxic.
Whoa.
Insane word. All right, yo, good energy, good people. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Outlaw, one half of the dynamic duo, Facts and Law. And right now we are at my boy's spot, my spot, your spot, the spot. Come on, let me show you what we got going on. Right now we got DJ Bay Wicked doing her thing as usual. You dig what I'm saying? We're going to get it going. And then at the spot, you have an opportunity to get some great food. You also have a chance to play some games and watch these 85-inch screens. This is what we do here right on the best side, the west side, 5045 West Madison. You dig? Let me show you what we're doing in the VIP though. You dig. So, in the VIP, you know you have more games, but this is an opportunity where you and your people can actually vibe, kick it, and have a great time after hours only at the spot. You dig? So, hey, 5045 West Madison, this is how we do. Peace.